Okay, I'm conducting a little test as to why it's important that we wash our hands. I had watched a video the other day and it said that we wash our hands because if you remember with viruses, they have a core and that's where their genetic material's at, and then outside of that, surrounding them is a fat layer, or what they call lipid layer, and then the protein receptors, and those are the things that change that allow viruses to attach to their host. So I wanted to see, because this video said that, soap and water or the hand sanitizer and water will remove that. Basically, if you wash for 20 seconds, you're going to break down that fat layer. So what I've done is I've taken an Erlenmeyer flask, filled it with water and oil. So the water I colored blue so you could see it. And I've done that with 2 of them. They have the exact same amounts. They have 550 mLs of water with 2 drops of blue food coloring and an additional 100 mLs of vegetable oil that's on top. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to swirl them around. We'll start with this one. So we're going to get it good and mixed. Okay, there it is, nice and mixed. Well, not as well as I would like. And then we'll add some soap to it. And see what happens. Let's get it good and mixed again. I'm getting it good and mixed. See, it's mixing up in that really good. And we're going to add some soap. Adding some soap, and let's see what happens to the if you notice, it's not, well, it's separating. Maybe I need to add a little more soap. Maybe we put too much in here. This is what happens when you're trying to do this stuff by yourself. So I put more soap in there. And we gotta do it for 20 seconds. That's probably part of it. There we go. I'd sing to you, but you probably don't want me singing right now. All right, so that's probably a good 20 seconds. And it has dispersed the soap and the oil, but it's breaking apart the oil molecules, so we don't get quite the separation. So the soap is starting to break down that oil layer, and you can see that we've got some discoloration here and discoloration here. So if I continue to swirl it around, I'm probably going to break up more of those lipids. So that is why it's important when you wash your hands with soap that you wash it for 30 or 20 seconds or more. So pick a song and sing it. Now we will try this with the Purell and see what we get. So we're back to this, and we've got hand sanitizer. Granted, this is probably more than what you would use, but there's a large amount of oil in there. This is Purell. It's one of the approved hand sanitizers because it's got more than 60%. It's got at least 60% of alcohol in it. So we're gonna swirl this around. Get my finger out of the way, sorry. Get that swirled around. And I'm gonna go for 20 seconds, see what happens. Kind of the same thing. I imagine if I added some more to break up, we're getting, this is not clear any longer. I don't know if you can see it really well, but the oil molecules are starting to be broken apart by the alcohol. So giving your hands a good scrubbing with soap and water is going to break up more of those oil particles. And I imagine if I added more soap and broke them up more, granted I had 100 mLs of oil in here, but I wanted you to see how it really started to break apart the lipid layer. And if I added more hand sanitizer, it would break it apart well. So, that's why it's going to be important that you keep your hands washed and don't touch your face. Okay, I wanted to show you this time what your hands kind of look like as far as germs. So I've got some germ lotion here, and the whole point of this stuff is when I put it under the black light that's there, you're gonna see stuff on my hands, I hope. So, I don't know if you can see that, but see if I can get a good, there you go. You can see what's on my hands right there. That are germs on my hands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go wash my hands for 20 seconds with just soap and water over at the sink that I always have you guys wash at. And then we'll come back and take a look at my hands. Okay, I've washed my hands. I'm going to move back under the black light. And I've got a little bit left on my fingers. Look at this hand, not very much at all. This is the hand that I first put it on. You can see a little bit on my pinky that I guess I didn't do a good as job. But yep, it got pretty much probably 99% of all that germ covering that it showed using the Germ Glow on my hands. So guys, it's really important. Wash your hands with soap and water or use hand sanitizer that's at least 60% alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, and you're definitely going to break down those lipid layers around any viruses that you could, flu virus, whatever, you pick up on your hands. So pick a song, sing the lines to Happy Birthday, the ABCs, Jolene, that works really well too. So pick a song and wash your hands and don't touch your face, and I'll post a video next week.